Right guys, we are now into the attachment section of this paper with question number 11. Now we're going to do things slightly differently in this video because we're actually going to cover 3 questions rather than just 1. The reason for that is the next 3 questions are all really short and it's not worth doing a video on each of them because of how short they actually are. Okay, so we're going to do all 3 in the same video and then move on to some of the longer answer questions in the next video. Okay, so question number 11 is a multiple choice question that is worth 2 marks. Okay, so the question is, which of the 2 following are associated with an insecure resistant attachment type? And you have to choose 2. Okay, now the thing to bear in mind with insecure resistant is that it is all about anxiety. Okay, so infants that have an insecure resistant attachment type experience very high anxiety when it comes to strangers, when it comes to separation, when it comes to exploring, secure based behavior, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, insecure resistant is also sometimes known as insecure anxious attachment type. Okay, so that being the case, there are only really 2 options here that stick out, and that is option A and C. Extreme stranger anxiety and a low willingness to explore the new environment. Okay, moving on. Question number 12. Name 3 of the stages of attachment identified by Schaffer. Now you can see the answers there already. I'll just give you a little bit of a run through of what we've done. So first off, the question phrasing is important. It asks us to name. That means that we don't have to describe them. Okay, so we literally just have to identify 3 stages of attachment. So you've got 4 to choose from. I've just gone for the first 3. That's the asocial stage, the indiscriminate stage, and the specific stage. Okay, the 4th stage is of course the multiple attachment stage, which would also have been a credit-worthy answer. Any 3 of those 4 would get you the 3 marks. Okay, so moving on to our final question of the video, question number 13, which is, what is meant by reciprocity in the context of caregiver-infant interaction? Okay, so there are 2 forms of caregiver-infant interaction that you need to know for AQA A-level psychology, and those are reciprocity and interactional synchrony. Okay, reciprocity is more of a conversational type of interaction between caregiver and infant. It's based on turn taking, whereas interactional synchrony is more based on imitation. Okay, and this is what the answer to that question would look like. So reciprocity is a form of interaction in which the mother and the infant respond to each other's signals and each elicits a response from the other. Okay, so that phrasing is quite important. It's a 2 marker, which means that your answer has to be clear and crisp. Okay, so the infant and the caregiver, they are responding to each other's signals, but they're doing so in a way that elicits a response from the other, and what that means is it provokes a response from the other, or it encourages a response from the other, which is effectively a conversation between caregiver and infant. Okay, and that is your 2 marks. I hope that's all made sense. I will see you in question number 14 for a longer answer question.